Hello gamers and PC pirates, welcome to the live session. In this live session, I'm gonna be answering your questions which you have commented through the comment section, and let's quickly read it out. So Mr. Pooks is asking, I have a question in regards to India. I saw a video of Mark Robber, that scam beta guy. Yeah, I know him. I usually watch his videos. Who looks like PewDiePie. He was walking around Indian software market and they had pirated games. I saw in the video one of the copy of Red Dead Redemption 2. It was packed in a little plastic bag. Yes, buddy, those cracks and those selling plastic bags game copies are completely true. Even I lived around that area that was in the capital of India, New Delhi. So I lived in that area, and during my childhood I used to go with my parents over there, and literally those cracked games are genuine. They works. Yes, some of the game works, but only after a game is cracked. For instance, a game has been pirated by any scene group. Now what they will do is just resell them in cheap DVDs. It's not very hard to copy and paste the files of a game in DVDs. It was a long time ago, but still these things work and these things are still prevalent. For instance, very popular games like Call of Duty games, which have already been cracked, can be sold like this in plastic bags. And yes, this thing literally is a huge popular thing in India, where people get games for very cheap prices, and piracy laws are not strict in India. But currently, as you see, that Indian government is taking very crucial steps for data privacy and data security. So we can expect from Indian government to take some crucial steps ahead in the future. Thank you for the comment and hope I gave you answer. So let's move down and let me just quickly read some more of the comments. Ninja is saying, you are pretty much the only YouTuber I have seen talking about Denuvo piracy thing. Cannot trust regular journalists and apparently cannot trust the YouTube space anymore. One creator I trusted was Overlord Gaming, my friend. He is still one of the best creators when it comes to Denuvo, anti-tamper and piracy related videos. I usually watch him and I am very much motivated by him, because he has literally done impressive works in terms of raising awareness what Denuvo is and why you should not support it and how it kills your games basically. Not only Denuvo, he is very active in the PC gaming community. He used to be very active, but the sort of awareness he raised upon these issues was always and will always be remembered. So yep, I hope I answered your question, and yeah, thank you for supporting, and yeah, thanks a lot. Yes, Denuvo, and Mr. Heisenberg is saying, yes, Denuvo, keep it up. And Denuvo version, which makes the stutters, and yeah, it literally, terrifies the game. I completely agree with you. Until and unless we are gonna be seeing cracks for Denuvo games in the future, I do not think the Denuvo monopoly will end. So we will have to be patient, at least for the 2 upcoming years. These 2 years will gonna be very crucial, specifically in the piracy community, when Denuvo will gonna be challenged by Empress Evolution, and in the upcoming years, other crackers might also come up. Who knows how anyone would pop up someday and crack Denuvo. Also, Denuvo is becoming the norm these days, so the chances of getting Denuvo cracked will gonna be increasing, obviously, because now it is becoming major problem for every pirate. So every time hackers are there to hack into anything, we have seen a lot of cyber attacks, and this is also like a hack, game cracking. I hope I answered your question. And live chat, thank you for joining in, and let me just quickly read the live chat, and let me just refresh it. Thank you for joining in, and if you have any questions, you can let me know in the live chat as well. Yep, it sucks, but I got it anyway via EA Pro. Hey Rumika, what is up, what's going on? Hope you're having a nice day. One dude is saying, yeah, it sucks, but I got it anyway via EA Play Pro. Yeah, obviously, I was always recommending you to go for EA Pro subscription or the Game Pass, because these things are very much important for a mid-range PC gamer who cannot spend $70 or around 3,000 Indian rupees. So glad you made the wise decision, my friend. Yep. And Martin is saying, I uploaded a video, guys, few days ago, which was actually highlighting the Denuvo's stutter issues. Some of the people commented it was not a shader compilation stutter. It was not a Denuvo stutter, rather it was a shader compilation stutter. Even I could have agreed to this comment, but the fact is Denuvo always plagues the performance of the game. And if you see, people are complaining now. I am on a 3070 Ti and Ryzen Dex X, I am pretty sure. But the thing is, we will have to wait until Denuvo gets cracked, specifically the specific version. But other than that, dead space is quite greatly optimized. Shader compilation lags I can understand, buddy, but these are not severe lags. Shader compilation lags a little bit small minor lags, but the thing is that was a major lag, so that's why I pointed it out. But still, it is not 100% confirmed. I cannot even give you a guarantee that was caused 100% solely because of Denuvo, but according to the Denuvo's history, it seems very much probable. Anurag is saying every AAA game will come with Denuvo. Yep, certainly, I got it, buddy. Now, as I've said, it is always a norm these days, specifically in 2023. We will still have to see what happens in the next 2 years, because 2 years is a very crucial and a very large time period, and in 2 years anything can happen. Any scene group or any individual person like Empress come, or let's imagine somebody from Denuvo, an employee from Denuvo, goes rogue against Denuvo and start cracking their own games by actually maintaining a false identity or by creating an alias. That this is just a very absurd speculation, but still, we are now all used to Denuvo, and the only thing which will gonna be there is that people will gonna be purchasing the games at cheap prices. Either they would go for Game Pass, or they would just prefer EA activation service, because they just want to play the game. They just want 20-30 hours in the game, and they will just then move on. So if the Game Pass and other things are there, there still be no problem, but still there is no cure for the cancerous disease like Denuvo. I hope I answered the question, guys. And let me just quickly move on. If Dead Space is not cracked, it's because they did like Callisto Protocol. The game vendor is all right. Okay, that's kind of absurd comment. Liked it, pretty sure. One dude is saying, guys, that RTX 3050 will be the new norm, and I completely agree with him. Just see the benchmarks of RTX 3050. It runs pretty much anything with ease. It has the DLSS support. It has all of the optimizations which just do not look in GTX 1650. Do not get me wrong, 1650 still handles Dead Space remake very well, but yes, we have to see these GPUs are now getting old, and at least you should start with a RTX 3050. If you are purchasing a gaming laptop, if you are purchasing your first gaming laptop, just go for RTX 3050 at least. If you do not have money, just go for RTX 3050. It is the cheapest and the best option out there. Welcome to C channel to the live session. Bro, is DODI repack safe? Nope. No repack, no crack is 100% safe. Nothing out there on internet is 100% safe. Even the authentic purchases, if you just do it, they have longs and longs pages of privacy policy. So it just depends what is your threat model is. So if you ask me, is that repack safe, is that crack safe, we cannot give you 100% guarantee. And even Empress is known for encrypting her cracks with some sort of encryption software, so it cannot be 100% scanned by any third-party software. I just uploaded a video, Fitgirl versus Empress. You can just watch that for more information. So let's just scroll down. If system requirements is bloated, it's mainly the game is not optimized properly. Yeah, I completely agree with Mr. S. He's saying almost right, but as we have seen with Dead Space remake, the system requirements were almost justified given the fact that they have made the game completely from scratch, and those new technologies, new animations were great. Welcome, so it plays. What's going on? 3050 laptop is meh cause of 4 GB VRAM. Yeah, certainly I agree with you. VRAM has always been the limitation, brother, in all of the gaming laptops. Even 4 GB of VRAM. On the contrary, we have 8 GB of VRAM on PCs. So yes, VRAM is a major limitation. And these days, artificial intelligence is coming as well. ChatGPT, you all know. And imagine some GUI, graphical user interface based AI software comes, which can do pretty much anything you want to do. That will certainly require GPU computing power, which means a lot of VRAM. So at least 8 GB of VRAM should be the bare minimum, guys, if you are trying to purchase any gaming PC. And you are, if a nerd like me, if you want to get access to every technology, if you want to experiment AI and everything, you must actually at least aim for 8 GB of VRAM. Then it will give you no errors at all while doing just anything. So Anurag is saying, bro, no new AAA games. Offline activation is for $1, $10 available. Best way to fight Denuvo is to pirate, but offline activation also affects the sale. Yeah, certainly it does. Have you heard about the token generation thing which is going around in the Dead Space Steam Underground community? That also is a thing, that offline activation thing. I have not gotten into it, but yes, enough people are there to do those sort of stuff. But still, Denuvo is in majority is serving its purpose very good. Anurag, can you recommend some offline activation websites? Yeah, you guys can discuss yourself, probably in some Discord server. I'll gonna be leaving a Discord server link for your guys discussion and for your convenience as well very soon, probably in my next live stream. I'm still working on that, probably a Telegram group and the Discord server, so I will let you know, guys, for sure in that. Okay, that was the end of the comment. Bro, will it work on 1650? Obviously, it will gonna be working. Let me just reply him. Yes, it works pretty well. Even two of my subscribers also confirmed that the game actually works pretty well on a GTX 1650, but it's a total disaster for 1050 Ti and below GPUs. So okay, so this was the thing, the new activation thing, and Vedant made a great comment, and it was literally hilarious. Steam showing Dead Space has no Denuvo, but the game is has Denuvo. Okay, the thing is, Steam is still showing that Dead Space game does not have Denuvo. It is a very concerning thing, guys, because the game companies like Electronic Arts are hiding this major fact from normal gamers. Even an average gamer does not know what Denuvo is, but if he reads that this game is protected by a DRM, he might research and then read about Denuvo. What the hell is Denuvo? So the thing is, EA is now even gone pretty much worse by doing this sort of stuff, hiding stuff from gamers, and EA should not have kept it. But that could easily be the fact that Denuvo was greatly implemented in Dead Space, sadly enough. But that was the thing. Denuvo did not cause a lot of performance issues in Dead Space remake. Most of the gamers out there on the internet is praising Dead Space for the optimizations related to performance. So yes, Denuvo has been greatly implemented in Dead Space remake. That's completely a fact now, because a lot of gamers, even my friends, have confirmed having a GTX 1650 PC and claiming that how well the game runs. But yes, this is the thing. Also, if the Denuvo is somehow removed from Dead Space, probably by cracking, or if the company removes it after years, then we will come to know how difference it causes. But still, the performance impact on Denuvo in this particular game is almost negligible, guys. So you can go for the EA activation method to purchase the game, or you can rely on Game Pass. Bro, will we cry on Feb 10 too? Yeah, certainly. Then the autonomic release. Yeah, I think we all should be prepared for upcoming Denuvo releases. Rumika Singh, bro, is okay. Obviously, Rumika, the FPS will be better in RTX 3050 laptop. Yes, 4 GB RAM is the limitation. So if you're looking for a laptop, go for RTX 3050. 1650 laptops are now outdated completely. So please do not even look at 1650 laptops. It is even now below the system requirement. So yeah, that's the thing. Anurag is saying they give you an account of Steam EA Epic that has the game you purchased, and you are supposed to download the game and make that launcher offline. You can also enjoy the game without issues, play it Callisto like that. Okay, fine, that's a nice way. That's what I have said, guys. Even if Denuvo becomes very strong, there will still be ways to play the game illegally for cheap prices, but not for free. That is the major thing. Or if you have contacts, like for instance your friend could just give away his ID and password, then you can play the game, you can try some of the offline activation methods. And yes, this is how the thing works in the community. Always there will be something good and something bad. You will have to just rely on this. And let me just quickly scroll down and read some of the more comments. And The Last of Us will never gonna happen. Yeah, certainly Last of Us will not gonna be having Denuvo. That's 100% not confirmed, but according to, we have seen the history of PlayStation ports on PC, everything just works fine, guys. No Denuvo, no DRM, everything like that. But PlayStation can certainly build their own DRM if they want, but I think not this year. It is still probably the future for PlayStation games, but I think this year the games will gonna be DRM free, so you guys might not worry about PlayStation games having any sort of DRM. So bro, is there any Denuvo available? Star Wars Jedi, no, the Denuvo is not available as of now, but it can get incorporated, I am pretty much sure, because that's an EA game, and EA never tells whether their game have Denuvo or not, as we have seen with Dead Space remake. How Rago, I wanna play NFS and Clash and Dead Space? Yep, you can ask him. Clearly this guy has problem with Denuvo. Okay, fine. I certainly have very major problems with Denuvo. I'm gonna be lacking his comment for sure. You said you won't buy the game, but here you are playing it. Nope, buddy. I was just reacting to a YouTube video. So yes, well, never mind. It's Dead Space. Yeah, I can pretty much agree with the last line you have said. Dead Space is Dead Space. People will gonna be purchasing it regardless of Denuvo. But the thing was, people like wise gamers, they purchase the game when they see, okay, Denuvo is not impacting the performance of the game that much I have expected, and also I can get the game by EA's own premium subscription service method or Game Pass. And that's how the wise decision is. People are wise enough these days to make good decisions, not to just fall for games which are just masterpiece games. That's all. what is the sales chart for these Denuvo games or the Scrat games? Well, this will be a very nice idea for the sales chart and everything. If you just go to the Denuvo's website, what they claim is the fact that when a Denuvo gets removed from particular game, there were some statements from the Denuvo company themselves, and they have said that while the Denuvo's purpose is fulfilled, preventing the game from getting pirated for at least 5 or 6 months, then the company can remove Denuvo if they want. And the thing is, Denuvo incorporation also involves a lot of payment in the background among the game developer and also the Denuvo developers as well. So that is the thing. If the license expires, then the developers might remove Denuvo. But if they have a DLC coming next week, or not next week, obviously next 6 months and everything like that, then they might not remove Denuvo. We have seen games like Tomb Raider removing Denuvo when the purpose of Denuvo was fulfilled, when Denuvo actually was remained uncracked for a lot of time, and when Tomb Raider and every other game got every DLC and every patch, then after years Denuvo was removed. So you cannot expect companies these days to remove Denuvo. The last game which removed Denuvo was Doom, I suppose, and still a lot of thing is there in the background, guys. So you cannot rely on the developers to remove Denuvo. Either they would remove Denuvo after months and years, suppose. Yeah, this is the thing. Jedi Survivor has Denuvo. You can check it now. Okay, probably they have added it. I have checked it a couple of weeks ago. It was written it has only EA activation DRM, but now thanks for the confirmation. Hello buddy, what is going on? Hope you are having a nice day, and it's being a pleasure reading all of your comments. Developers need to know something. If they do not put DRM in their game, more people will actually buy and support it rather than putting the shitty DRM in every game. The thing is, Ashok, I completely agree with you, Aditya Ashok, but the thing is, on the contrary, the things are getting exact opposite these days. Every game is coming with Denuvo anti-tamper, and the gamers are slowly getting adjusted for just purchasing Denuvo games at their launch prices. And this is pretty much it, because Denuvo is becoming a norm, and when Denuvo does not cause too much performance impact, as we have seen, many of the gamers are pretty much satisfied by the Dead Space remake performance. Nobody is complaining about Denuvo incorporation in Dead Space remake. What does it mean? It means that Denuvo is being the new norm for as a DRM. For instance, let's replace the Steam DRM in every other game from Denuvo, which means that no piracy at all for Denuvo games. But obviously this will not going to be happening. A lot of games will going to be coming with the Steam DRM. I am not sure about AAA titles, but yes, I am sure about those games which are indie games and all of the small games. Obviously they're gonna be having the Steam DRM, but most of the games like Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4 remake, probably Starfield, Stalker 2, and most of the great games, masterpiece games which are supposed to be masterpieces in the future, they could have Denuvo, because Denuvo has become such a norm these days, and it also did not impacted the performance in Dead Space remake. And by this, the gamers and the people who are actually game developers and Denuvo developers, they will gain confidence that hey, our DRM did not impact the performance. So the chance of Denuvo getting incorporated in any other AAA game will gonna be obviously increasing. So more and more Denuvo games, and no crackers. So this is a thing, and anti-piracy thing is working pretty well, specifically in regards of Denuvo, because these days now we do not have any Denuvo game to actually compare its Denuvo-less exe. Gotham Knights was an exception because accidentally Gotham Knights Denuvo-less exe got leaked, but when we compared both of the versions side by side, there was not a lot of difference. So probably the latest DRM Denuvo is a little bit lightweight, but it is not still 100% true because we do not have enough data. This is the thing. No NFS heat still have Denuvo. Yeah, obviously, bro. I have not seen any AAA game getting Denuvo removed lately. This is the thing. Anurag, do they accept money in dollars? Okay, I do not know about that. Okay, why Dead Space still has Denuvo? So boycott. Oh god, that's an hilarious comment. Also, the thing is these days, guys, not only Denuvo causes stutters and lags, but also there is one another thing which is causing lags and stutters in each and every game these days, which is shader compilation thing. The shader compilation stutter is slowly getting higher and higher in most of the games these days. We have seen Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, which had some sort of shader compilation stutter. Also, most of the games these days, for instance, we have seen a lot of games having shader compilation stutter, be it the Callisto Protocol or be it Hi-Fi Rush. Although the developers are saying Hi-Fi Rush would not be having any shader errors, shader compilation stutters, but still let's hope that that one does not have. I have very high hopes for it. But on the contrary, guys, Unreal Engine 4 was a major culprit for the shader compilation stutter. So this is the thing. Stalker 2, although it is not confirmed, buddy, that particular game has Denuvo, but those developers have literally took a long time to develop Stalker 2, so I think they might not incorporate Denuvo. But only the thing is, guys, which makes developers insecure that hey, our game might not sell well, is the optimization. If Stalker 2 has optimized well, it might not have Denuvo according to me, but still you cannot rely on me for Denuvo, because developers these days, until the last date, they do not confirm whether their game has Denuvo or not. So we will solely have to rely on the release date of that particular game, and then we have to check from those piracy forms whether the game has Denuvo or not. Because when a game is released, they manually test the game and they check the exe file, and then they see whether the game has Denuvo or not. Mr. Singh is saying, bro, please tell me I can give 500 for 1 month, but he should give his account which all content. I do not fall for these things, Vikhil, my friend, because still it involves a whole lot of stuff. So I can certainly play a cracked Denuvo game. I can risk my PC for viruses, but I do not do all sort of activation stuff because I still do not think it is reliable. But still, all of the gamers are free to do anything they want, so I cannot say that. Still, Gotham Knights wasn't worth the crack. Vedant, the thing was, Gotham Knights had severe shader compilation issues, shader compilation stutters, so that's why the game was terribly lagging. After a couple of patches, not a couple of patches but 5 or 6 patches, now the game is stable enough to play on RTX 3050, but still we cannot say how the game runs on below specs, because minimum system requirement for Gotham Knights was a 1660 Ti, so we cannot even complain. And that's how the developers set the system requirement bar these days, above the level, almost above the sea level, and we all know how the game performs afterwards. So in any game, when you see high system requirement, you can severely understand how bad the performance optimization of that particular game would be. Also, some of the gamers were complaining about the performance issues in Dead Space Remake. That was highly due to hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. If you turn that option off from your Windows, it will gonna be giving you slightly better FPS and slightly better stutter free experience, because it is just not optimized well, the hardware accelerator GPU scheduling option. So try that. I with Stalker 2 should have DRM, as Ukraine suffers so much, those developers need. Okay, the thing is, Vikhil saying, because only the Denuvo is not the big thing. They do not implement Denuvo for free. They pay literally thousands and thousands of euros to the Denuvo developers, and that's how a game has Denuvo DRM. So it's not incorporated for free, neither at cheap prices. The developers of a particular game, if it is a AAA game, then they have to pay probably in 5 digits. So this is a huge amount being paid to Denuvo developers, and such an amount, if all the developers are in loss, why would they pay such a huge amount? And then how would they recover it? Probably through the sales. Yes, they can, but still they will be at loss. If their game is good, if it sells well, then there will be no issues so far. You can I think I should make a Denuvo chart comparison video, how much time Denuvo game actually, for instance, let's say a game is released, it has Denuvo, it is uncracked for 6 months, how much did it sell? For instance, on the contrary, a game did not have Denuvo, 6 months later, how much did it sell, and how much gamers did actually pirate it? It would be an interesting video. I can try to gather those stats, but yeah, that would be an interesting video for the next time. But let's actually see whether there are other comments to answer or not. There were a couple of good comments. Strongfire is saying, I want to know something, brother. Does Denuvo means protection against crack? Yep. Yes, absolutely it does. And all games that have Denuvo, it means it will be cracked in long time. Yes, absolutely, my friend, you are getting everything right. That's all I want to know. But the crack is going to happen, right? Nobody can say, because Denuvo is getting stronger and stronger each year. If you want to get a particular Denuvo game to be cracked, you can certainly donate to Empress. Yes, Empress accept donations, but I am not recommending you, but this is how things works. But Empress still is insecure about her cracking skills, as she mentioned in her NFO. If you do not know who is Empress, she is the one only these days left to crack Denuvo anti-tamper games. And yes, the latest version of Denuvo can get cracked probably in a year or so, because it involves such strong DRM protection. And still there are a lot of games, my friend, which were uncracked, which were still 2020 and 2021 games, and even 2022 games. So there is about 3 years of backlog of Denuvo cracking games. Given the fact that a whole lot of games release in a year, having Denuvo, it is now very much of a backlog thing. A particular scene or particular female has one more burden to actually crack a lot of games, and the list is increasing, increasing, increasing. Yes, every Denuvo version can be cracked, but there will be a lot of complications. Either the crack might not come out to be stable enough to be, test it as a daily use. But yes, these are all the complications, and Empress is working on Denuvo v16, which is by far the latest Denuvo version in my opinion. And if he manages to crack that Denuvo version properly, we can expect to see every Denuvo v16 game getting cracked in the upcoming months. But you will still have to wait, because we all do not have enough data about that, how good Denuvo v16 crack is. This is the thing. Heisenberg is saying, let them cross the line. Story-wise, Gotham Knights was too shitty. Everybody knows that. Heisenberg is saying one day the Denuvo will be so powerful that paid gamers will not play it too. The thing is, all on the contrary, Heisenberg, the Denuvo might become such a norm, just like old days when there were even worse DRMs than Denuvo, which actually used to corrupt your hard drives, and that was pretty insane. There were DRMs like, which I cannot recall the names at the given moment, but Darkwood developers, so that they released their game on Pirate Bay and said, I want everyone to enjoy this game. If you like, please consider supporting us. For those guys, I will support. Yeah, that's funny, and that's true as well. Let's see if I have missed some comments. I'm always okay. I have a comment once again, according related to Denuvo. I'm actually always download cracked copy of the game I bought just to playing it fully offline at my house due to slow internet connection. High speed is one considered fancy here. Also, piracy is totally not bad. It first of all illegally promotes the distribution of a particular software, and it spreads it to everyone. So this is how everyone on the internet, everyone on earth gets to experience everything which is available on the internet. Always internet is free. This is the thing, internet is always free. Every time there's going to be something illegally available on the internet, and every time that illegal stuff will not be illegal in every part of the world. This is the thing. So we cannot say piracy is illegal globally. Still, a lot of countries like India do not have any measures related to piracy. Most of the Asian countries, although the piracy laws are very strict in the Western countries like the United Kingdom, also in Germany, even the piracy and privacy laws are very strict on those countries. People get letters and emails for torrenting a movie. So this is how the thing is. Also, maybe years and years, Sniper Elite 5 still not cracked, and seems like never. It is exactly